What's up, beat chasers? My name is Chase, and this is Chasing the Beats. Now, you've met Rumi before, my kitty, in some of the other videos. We got her here again, hanging out with me in my lap. We'll see. We'll see how long she stays in my lap. The problem is that when she's in my lap, she is needy, and she'll sit there and nip at me until I give her some attention. So we'll see how long she lasts in my lap today before I have to put her down and get her out of my way a little bit. So love her to death, but it is what it is. So yeah, yesterday, we're doing it. I'm here. I'm making the videos. I will say that, you know, every day is a new day, and not every day I'm in the mood to make the videos, but you know, I get myself up, I make myself do it, and I am committed to doing the 2 videos a day. So, you know, regardless of how I feel, I'm going to be here, I'm going to be doing it for you guys. I'm still enjoying myself, but, you know, we all have struggles, just, you know, as we've seen through this journey and Ren and what he's gone through. We all struggle with it. I am no different. So even though I get up, I make it happen, doesn't mean that I don't have things going on in my life that, you know, I'm dealing with as well. So yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to get things going. And the last video that I did was, oh man, what was the last video that I did? It was the acoustic version of Murderer by Ren, and that was a recommendation to me. And you know, I had a comment on that video from Heart and Soul, and they mentioned how, you know, they would prefer to see me do an original music video versus, you know, some of the spin-offs that Ren does, like the acoustic versions and the live versions and things like that. And so, you know, I had thought about it, and it's like, you know what, I agree with that. I am going to go ahead and do the original music videos first, and then later down the line I'll come back and do the live versions, the acoustic versions, all of that good stuff. And so today I'm going to be getting into Blind Eyed by Sam Tompkins. Wow, Sam Tompkins and Ren. I guess it's Ren featuring Sam Tompkins is, I think, what it is. Yep, it is. So Blind Eyed by Ren wow. See, we all struggle. Anyways, it's going to be Blind Eyed by Ren featuring Sam Tompkins. And, you know, my loyal follower Stuart, he was one of the first to comment and recommend a song for me, and he told me that there's 4 versions of Blind Eyed. So that's where the internal struggle came in of, you know, what am I going to do? And I've decided to do the original version. There's an MC version, there's a live version, there's, you know, one featuring an angry cop, which I've heard I would absolutely love. But today I'm going to jump into the original music video, as Heart and Soul mentioned, and that is what I am going to go along with today. So I won't take any more of your time on this intro, and we will jump right into Blind Eyed by Ren featuring Sam Tompkins. Let's go.
This lighter don't work. No flame to spark my goal. Nike's laced in dirt. Oh, I've ended up treading on my own soul. My headphones only working on the left side.
I always love a good drop. Yeah, anytime that it starts out and then it pauses and boom, you know, and then it really gets into it, and that's where I start to get my groove on. I start to feel it a little bit, just enjoy it overall. Yeah, I mean, it's so far it's good. Again, it's just so different than anything else that's been put out there. I don't know how many times I can say it over and over again, but I shouldn't be surprised at this point, but I still am, that, you know, they can put out music that sounds so different from the last video that I've done. And so, yeah, love the sound so far, different sound. I'll take it back a little bit here. You know, let's just take it back to the beginning, because I liked the start of it. Looks like he's lighting up. He's getting ready to get into it and sitting on the stoop. Again, different environment, different vibe to the video. It's not in a hospital. It's not, you know, in a hallway. It's not live. It's, you know, again, just different environment, different setup. So yeah, let's get back into it.
This lighter don't work, no. No flame to spark my goal. My Nike's laced in dirt. Oh, I've ended up treading on my own soul.
Oh man. Yeah, just starting out, I was feeling the vibe of the music. I wasn't so much in the lyrics, but yeah, he just talks about how the lighter's not working. He doesn't have the flame to, make things happen, and then he's treading on his own. So yeah, it's again always powerful lyrics and something to give you some thought and get into. So um, yeah, how many times does our lighter not work and have a flame, and how often do we have to make it happen for ourselves? And so that's what I'm taking away from it so far, and can't wait to hear the rest of the song. Eventually we'll get there, I promise. But for right now, I've enjoyed the first portion of this song. Can't wait for the next.
I've ended up treading on my own soul. My headphones only working on the left side, but I try to live the right life. My eyes wide and I strive to stop my demons gripping, ripping from the inside. This road is dark and I can't find the batteries for my flashlight. I'm blind-eyed and I'm tired.
Ooh. Oh. Oh man, I love the switch up there and everything, and then his high voice. Ooh, it's crazy how all of the people in Ren's universe has that high pitch. It's Ren has it, Chinchilla has it, Romaine has it. Sam obviously has it, as we've seen here, and he's talking about how the his headphones only work in the left side, and he's having these problems that are happening, but he's still just trying to make it happen and live his best life and everything. And he walks in and you see the dude in the gas mask and he's ripping off that bong, and you have that hallway full of people, and he's living blind-eyed. He can't find the batteries to his flashlight, things like that. And so still making it happen for himself, but it makes me wonder, why is he in this house with all these people that are standing around, and like I said, the dude's taking the hit off the gas mask and everything like that. So yeah, just very interesting, very moving song so far that I'm taking a lot from, especially like I talked about in the beginning of the video. Like, we all have our struggles, but I'm still here doing it, and that's what Sam's talking about is, despite the things that are happening, the struggles, he's still trying to live his best life, and I'm trying to do the same. I'm trying to dedicate myself to something that is this YouTube channel, and of course I have things outside of this channel that I'm working on to make happen for myself. I have my own business in the tattoo industry outside of this, and man, the ups and downs of running your own business is tough. There's always a time where one headphone's not working and I can't find the batteries, and the flame's not working, and no matter what's happened, I've pushed through it, and I've been doing it now for 8 years, and it's something to be very proud of. And sometimes I have to look back on what I've done and be proud of what I've done through the struggles, because sometimes the struggles will beat me down and be like, what am I even doing? Like, why do I do this? And I've had that thought throughout the 8 years that I've been doing this, but here I am still making it happen, and adding more to my plate of things that I like to do and am passionate about. And I'm always just trying to live my best life and make it happen for myself. So that's what I've gathered from the song and what I really like about it, because it hits home for me, and I'm sure that it hits home for a lot of you as well.
These drugs don't work. The pain, it takes control. A blood-stained shirt. I feel like I'm all always being chased by the devil.
Yeah, feels like I'm always being chased by the devil. It's that inner voice. That's always there, and we've heard it in his other songs, especially High Ren, obviously, for what that song is and what it's portraying. And what I really like about this portion of the video is Ren's just sitting there, and he's motionless, and he's straight faced. He's stoic, and you have all of these people around him that are just doing their thing, and he says these drugs don't work anymore, and you see all the different vices. You see the weed, you see the whippets, you see the alcohol. I'm sure that there's more on the table that I missed, but there's all types of drugs all around. And in the Chinchilla song that he did, or I guess a song with Chinchilla, Chalk Outlines, he talks about getting lost in a habit and putting on a fake smile. So the fact that he's sitting here without a smile, sitting there as everybody around him is moving, again, it says something and adds to the story. So you can hear the words, you can listen to it, but it's so interesting because when I watch videos of the songs, you pick up on so much more in what the song's trying to tell you by his storytelling. And so it's always powerful.
I feel like I'm always being chased by the devil. I tried to talk, but I can't seem to get these spoken words right. And I try to keep my stutter light. And this life can be ish, right? Cut you like a flick knife, twist and make you sick, right? And I think maybe I'd be better off alone. So I redirect the calls from my phone. I learned so many lessons from depression, but in essence, I'm just wishing that these bad thoughts were gone.
Again, Ren knows how to keep you on the edge of your seat. It takes you from the stoop down the hallway, down the stairs, and you see Ren sitting there, and everybody around him is partying and taking the drugs and everything. And then, it comes back upstairs, and you see the two dudes fighting, and it turns into the hallway, and then it goes up the stairs, and then it fades to black, and it's like, whoa, okay, what's gonna happen? And now, you see Ren here on the toilet, obviously, and he's sick from the things that he's been doing, and it just takes it into a new environment altogether. So, yeah.
Sometimes I bleed, sometimes I crawl, sometimes I slip, sometimes I fall. Sometimes my back's up against the wall so hard that the whole building could fall. Sometimes I bruise, sometimes I break, sometimes I'm true, sometimes I'm fake. Sometimes I'm over for a moment when the forward to start opening and swallow me for goodness sake. And I think I'm gonna break, cause the ache in this bait, I'm awake in a ball full of pain. So I'm no cape and I'm pressing the brakes, but the brakes they break. And I'm driving my universe into a lake and the wait at the road, don't wait, we make mistakes when it's...
I'm driving my universe into the lake. So yeah, again, it's supplementing your happiness. I don't think that's the right word. Either way, you're introducing bad habits into your life, and you're driving your life down and everything like that. And so, and then of course, just Ren and his lyrics, and I've talked about it before, but how he goes from one cadence to the next, and it just, again, I talked about you sitting on the edge of your seat, and he does it with his cadence as well, not just his videos, not just his lyrics, but the way that he switches things up. He keeps it very interesting to listen to, and that's just one thing that I absolutely love about Ren.
The brakes they break and I'm driving my universe into a lake and the wait at the road, don't wait, we make mistakes when it's all at stake. We cook our cake, we eat our cake, sometimes no time for double takes, but that's just the way life goes sometimes. But I don't wanna end up in the gutter, be a rapper, my trouble face down in the present where the sun don't shine. I'm coming to give the backbone, the track and attacking and stacking up beats like I did with it when I'm packing and I'm praying. Oh Lord, take this pain away.
He says, "Oh Lord, just please take this pain away." And then, earlier in the video, as we were downstairs watching Ren and him do his thing, he talks about how he just wishes these bad thoughts would stop. And um, yeah, when you're in that moment of, feeling the depression and having those bad thoughts, it's hard not to succumb to it. It's hard not to dive deeper into it, drive your universe into a lake and everything like that. And, I'll be honest, some mornings for me are very hard to get up and get out of bed. Like there's, times where it's just the comfort of my bed are telling me to stay there, and it's just it's where I need to be to feel safe. But at the end of the day, I know that it's not doing good for me. And what makes it really hard is, the voice is telling you to, in my case, stay in bed and not get out. And, I decide to listen to that voice. And as I lay there, I start to think about all the things that I should be doing and all the things that I'm not getting done. And I just spiral deeper and deeper and deeper, and like just telling myself, well, you're not good enough. You don't have it in you to make it happen. You don't have the motivation. You don't have the discipline. And so that's where, you know, making the commitment to a group and a community like y'all is very powerful for me, because it's accountability. It's like, I don't want to be the one that lets you guys down when I'm not making the videos. And, so it's helped me get up and, regardless of how I'm feeling, sit in this chair, put my headphones on, open up my studio to make these react videos happen. And in turn, getting up to do these videos, I'm already up, I'm already doing stuff. So it helps me to go to the gym, because that's honestly what helps my mental health more than anything else, is going and being active. And so for any of you that are feeling it, man, the hardest part is getting up and getting started. But once you're started, it's easier to keep going. Like, I can't remember which philosopher said this, but and you guys can tell me in the comments, obviously. And I've been loving the education I've been getting from the comments, but, an object in motion stays in motion. And, that object isn't going to be in motion unless it gets pushed. And so sometimes you got to push yourself to get up and, get that movement started. And then once the movement starts, it's easier to continue that movement and build on that momentum and, make it happen. So, yeah, sometimes I just want the bad voices to stop and, for something in the universe to take my pain away. So, yeah, it's resonating and hitting hard without a doubt.
Take this pain away.
This is cool. All right. Yeah, I mean, I love the credits at the end, and again, I've talked about it in other videos, and it's crazy, not even just how prevalent it is in his videos, but how consistent it is in Ren's videos, and the fact that he's giving credit. He's fine taking a step back, even though this is his music and everything that he's doing. He wants to give credit to the people around him, and we can't do everything ourselves. And that's, again, one of my biggest struggles is I get in my head that nobody's going to be able to do it as good as me, so I might as well do it myself. Nobody's going to be as passionate as me. Nobody's going to work on my project as hard as me. And so that's something that I've had to do. I've had to be vulnerable in asking people for help and bringing people in that I trust to get it done. And that is a hard thing for a lot of people to do, and it was hard for me to do, and I still struggle with it. And so the fact that Ren has the team around him that he does, but then he gives credit to the team that is doing so much for him, it just goes to show who he is as a person, which is just amazing. And I absolutely love that about Ren. The one thing about this video that I was really excited for was Sam Tompkins, and I realized it was just a featuring of Sam Tompkins versus Ren and Sam doing a collaboration together. I didn't know that before, so yeah, I was just missing a little bit more Sam in that song, and it was still an amazing song. I guess I just went in with different expectations than what I thought I was going to get out of it. So again, absolutely loved the song, had a powerful meaning to it. just wish that there was a little bit more Sam in it, because I want to see more Sam. So that just means that I need to do another Sam Tompkins video with Ren and have it be more of a collaborative effort, because I do want to hear more of him, because his voice is phenomenal. So I do want to see more of him. But overall, awesome. Absolutely loved it. I'm interested to see, you know, how he changes it up between the 4 versions. Like, yeah, my brain doesn't work quite in that way. So yeah, I don't know. So like with me getting tattoos, even, like, I just give it over to the artist. Like, here you go, here's my idea, take it, run with it, give me what you want to do and what you like to do, geared around my subject matter, and I let them be the artist. So same thing here. I don't have the way to conceptualize how he would change it up, do it acoustic, change up the versions, everything like that. So I'm interested to get into it in the near future and get back to these videos and the new versions of them. So super excited. Yeah, if you didn't see my last videos, go and check them out. If you're a newcomer here, please like and subscribe, leave a comment on what videos you want to do next. I'm still waiting for a recommendation on a new genre, new artist outside of the Reniverse. I think that's maybe, do we have that as a word? But either way, I want to hear suggestions on other things. Still waiting on that. Not a big deal. I have plenty of content to go off of, but yeah, leave it in the comments, leave a subscribe. Always appreciate everyone that is on this journey with me. And until next time, keep on chasing the beats.